everybody. Once again, thank you so much for all the love, support, comments. It's been overwhelming, especially starting off YouTube. It's really going in the direction that I really wanted to. So and that is because of all of you. So thank you so much for all the sharing and allowing me to grow together and with you. Thank you so much. Once again, basically, welcome to Learning with Lennie. So today is actually bonus lesson 23. So basically, right, the bonus lessons are made for any YouTubers or anybody who wants to start YouTube. So this is to help you out because I've learned so much from doing all the lessons in terms of business. So there's so much of things that I've learned, and that is part of why I started the bonus lesson, because a lot of people were asking more on how do you do this, or how do you do thumbnails and things like that. So I hope I get to answer as much questions as possible. I hope I get to help as much as possible, because the only way to grow is by actually helping. Once again, I just want to say that the bonus topics are to help you to have a bigger picture of what you can do, what can help you, and what could possibly be a warning to not do as well. So this topic is actually all about that as well. So the topic for today is things that will get your YouTube channel deleted. Okay, so this is actually to warn all of you YouTubers that as much as we want to do things the way we want to do it, there are things that will also not allow you to grow your channel, or it could be suspended and things like that. So I just want to help you out by telling you what can and what can't be done. But this is just a few tips, hopefully it helps you. So the first thing is don't do repeated violations of the community guidelines, so which is of the terms of service across any form of content. So the first thing you need to understand is when you do content, you got to make sure your content is done based on what you want to do, but at the same time make sure you read those guidelines, you understand those terms of service, because at the end of the day, every single point there can make a difference or could change what you think you're doing right. Okay, so those are things that you have to understand. So just an example would be the music you use. You could want a Jay-Z song, you could want a Taylor Swift song, but the problem is those are all not allowed. So you got to be able to go into any form of music that is available, which is free. There's no copyright to it. So these are things that will have copyright issues. So you got to understand that those copyright issues do not allow you to use it. There are sometimes you will see people using doing content, and then they actually have some kind of a filler or anything that comes in between. So you got to understand that those are things that are allowed to be used, and some of it are not. So when you go against these guidelines, what happens is your video will be taken out, or they could issue you a warning, and that could lead to your account being deleted or suspended. So those are things you have to take into account. Okay. Second thing is severe abuse. So you got to understand that your content can't be things like spam. So you can't spam people's account, you can't spam it into wherever you want, because there are people who will complain about it, and that's the issue as well. When you get a complaint from an individual or anything like that, what happens is your account gets again deactivated. So you gotta take all those into account. You can't have content which is like pornography, because as you know, that's just not allowed. Okay, so it's YouTube. YouTube is for basically everybody to watch. So you got to make sure that you are following these guidelines. The third thing here is the language used. So when you do content, right, there are content where there's vulgar language and things like that. But to be honest with you, you've got to be able to see what you can say and what you can't say as well. So don't always think that everything is right, because there are things that you just have to understand. because if you are on a YouTube program, if you're part of a partnership with YouTube, you got to understand that if they're going to pay you, they're going to pay you for things that are actually going to make sense. They're not going to pay you for things that is going to jeopardize their platform. So you got to understand that, you got to know it, and you can't abuse it. So always make sure that the language used is proper. People like you, people want to hear from you, people want to share what you have. So those are things that you got to understand, okay? And the last thing here is, this is something I just added on as well. The reason is because you got to understand, if you're an inactive account, if you start a YouTube channel, if you have a YouTube channel and if you are inactive, then the problem here is there is a chance that you will actually stop. They will actually stop your monetary income. So from making money, you won't be making money, and that is the part where you'll probably go like, oh my god, what happened, how come, why? So those are things that you got to understand. If you are an inactive account, then the chances of you not making money anymore is going to be there, and because you worked hard to actually make that money, try your best to be active, try your best to have content going up as much as possible, once a week, twice a week. Keep it going. Don't let it stop, because that's what's going to basically stop your monetary income, and it could lead to your account being deactivated. So for you to reactivate your account and things like that, it's going to be a hassle, there's going to be problem. So always understand that if you want to start this journey, have it in mind that you are starting this journey to be successful, to be a YouTuber. To be honest with you, I see so many people now on TikTok who's just got so many followers, and they're sort of like representing companies and things like that. So don't stop, just don't stop. You could have this dream, and this dream could be reality. It's the same like when I first started off, it was just about helping people, and right now because I help people all the time, YouTube is helping me. So it's just as simple as that. Do what is right, do it in a way where you want your content to reach people, do it in a way where you love, it's passionate for you, because that's going to help you out. It's really going to help you out, because it's a program for you to be successful as well, okay? So I hope this makes sense. I hope it helps you out. So again, it's just a warning to YouTubers. This is something that I've seen, where I learned, and I try my best to put it down and to actually pass on this message to any of you who are starting or already in YouTube as well. So I hope it helps you out. If it does, give me a thumbs up, like it, share it, because there are a lot of people out there who really want to do something, and you never know, you might be one of them who succeeds in YouTube. So like it, share it, comment. Love your comments. So to be honest with you, I really try my best to reply everything, but if you can comment in English would be the best, because I speak a lot of English, so I understand more in terms of English. If it's other languages, then I got to use Google Translate and see what's written, so that I can understand, so that I can reply back as well. So once again, thank you so much. Help me to share, like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. So if you're watching this, I hope it helps you out, and thank you so much once again, and I will see you in the next bonus lesson.